archon quests today and see what is going on in this Hydro nation. It seems like the Hydro Archon is a little fucking loony, in my opinion. She's got to be the most interesting character I've seen so far. But it's also showing the side where I think it's like she's, I guess, too confident that failure is, like, painful. Because I don't know, when she lost that trial, it seemed to fuck her up, like someone who isn't good at losing. So, because I mean, she is a god, and she's out of 7. All of them seem to have their flaws. Zhongli is probably the only one I've really seen that doesn't have any toxic bad, but he's like that wise old man. Like honestly, out of all the Arkans I've done, Zhongli was my favorite. His was my favorite. Every quest I did with him was absolutely badass, and the things he says and the stuff he talks about is just beautiful. Like I love his quests. Latest. I did start it up, right? Yeah, it's on air. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get the stuff set up on my phone so that I can check for viewers and comments. I like to comment with you guys and talk with you guys if you show up. So there it is. There we go. Alright, so we are here. As if you guys, whoever it was that was watching earlier, any newers, they're coming in. This is where I left off where, so the case is going on right now of, which case was it that's going on? Oh yeah, so Tara Taglia, who I know it definitely wasn't a part of the missing persons. This is a case in here they've been saying it's been like basically going on forever. So who do I need? Oh, you're gonna make me take out Zhongli? Okay. Well then, we need to organize a little bit because I like it set up a certain way, guys. So we're gonna start with Inkaching first.
Let's go. Time is against us.
Hu Tao belongs here.
Oh, is it time for me to join you?
Now we're gonna put in Mona, or no, you know what? We're gonna bring the healer.
Victory will be ours.
Mona gives us me higher crit hits and shit, but I mean, I only use Mona for like the absolutely really hard bosses or like the big bosses in the world that give you ascension items, because she's really good to increase damage and shit. But like, I don't need her. You know, like I don't need her. My characters are powerful enough. Sorry, I was messaging someone. It was about something kind of important. I knew it was only going to take me a few seconds. Sorry, guys. Alright, so here we go. This is exactly where I left off. I came here swimming, and I guess I'm infiltrating their headquarters right now to get evidence of who has been stealing these girls.
My
So, we have recently found out in the last case that I dealt with that for some reason the special water from a certain spring in this nation turns the people of Fontaine into water. Like, they dissolve and disappear. Which has been very interesting to see such a kind of crazy, like a...
Rebuild.
It's been kind of a crazy thing to see that that's even a thing in here. And none of them were aware of it. They're all mind blown. I had my suspicions that this detective I was working with, she was the culprit, but as the story got deeper, it's definitely not her. It's not Child either, because basically what I got from this is that even an old man that's falsely being put possibly on trial right now is was trying to claim that he had been there before the abductions. But we also knew a name called Vacher, that for some reason, I had a vision near the fountain because that water that turns people of Fontaine to live here and are civilians of this nation to water, they tried to give to the detective person. Luckily, me and Paimon drank them, and Paimon drank hers on accident. And they said, oh, it tasted weird and salty, and the drink it was supposed to be sweet. And it clicked on later that we had drank that water that turns you to water, but luckily we are not like Fontaine civilians, so it didn't affect us. But they tried to get her with it. One of them was hers, so that's what we're trying to get down to, because she started. We had had a case before that where we had found out about the water and how it affects people, and then we had actually proven. We talked to someone else who was actually someone that tried to tamper with the evidence to get the wrongful person accused, and they turned to water before they get to finish saying what they were saying, who the boss was and everything. So, but now I guess ever since that trial with that woman and me, we're basically like they're after us, I guess. So right now I'm in their headquarters right now of who makes this certain drink that comes from that water. They make a certain drink and it does weird things. You won't turn to water from drinking it, but it does. I can't remember what it was, but it was like weird things could happen to you, cause you have loss of your control, your emotions, and other shit. And they had outlawed this drink in this nation because it was dangerous and it was harming people and hurting them. And apparently, this is the place that still makes it.
Take flight.
This is the headquarters that the detective woman's father had found before he was murdered.
Whirling snow.
So we're gonna see what happens. Oh, figured this guy was over there. That's okay though.
Cross over. Go.
Oh, I'm out of stamina. That's the problem. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I just had a little hack fit right there. As I've been telling you the last week of my streams, I can't get rid of this cough. Just can't seem to get rid of it. And unfortunately, I smoke cigarettes, so I mean that's probably a factor too, because I stopped for like 3/4 of a day once, and that's when I had a big progression in the cough getting better. But since then, it's been staying at this like a level of coughing.
Now the path is clear. Let's go.
Unfortunately, smoking probably is what will solve it, but I ain't that strong with cigarettes, eh? For all you smokers out there, you know exactly what I mean. Quit a couple times on and off, and I don't know. I know I'm gonna get there. I know I am gonna quit, just no, for some reason it's not right now. This place is crazy. I've never been in like dungeons or anything like this with quests where it's been so advanced like this. It's been some trippy shit. Don't get me wrong. Like I've gone like outer realms and shit. Like I speak in the depthuses and shit. Where I went to special realms and shit. But I've never been in like the. Feels like I'm in like a Ratchet and Clank right now.
With sword comes shadow. Unspeakable. Rest and rebuild.
Oh, fuck it. You want it? You're gonna get it. Oh, I missed. Oh no, I didn't miss. Good. Not gonna lie, guys. Like I can take out Zhongli, but it makes me feel naked. But I got Kokomi, so I really shouldn't worry. I have a very good healer. Like one of her certain stats that she has is like it decreases your crit rate, if I remember right. Come on, look at it. There's something like that with one of her talents. No. And the health healing is based off of Kokomi. Oh, so I should increase her HP. Wait, so is it her special that does it? I thought she had something that decreased crit rate or attack or something like that. She does. It's one of these somewhere down here. Yeah, see, there it is. Has 25% healing bonus, but 100% decrease in crit rate. So that's the only thing that sucks about having her in your party at all. She decreases your crit rate right off the rip 100%. But you've seen what I've done with some of my characters. If I have the right characters with her, it's pretty good. It looks like I might have needed more on Ayaka to run her with her, because Ayaka's still hitting. I've seen 20k, but it was taking some other bonuses, so like Kaching's ability, passive ability and stuff to do that, so.
That's right. Then let's hurry up and find some evidence so we can get back to the Opera House and help Navia.
Wait, so all this to come empty-handed? There's gotta be something. Yeah, okay. Look for clues.
What's all this? Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace?
I was gonna say, there's no way I'm gonna go back
box.
empty-handed. We're gonna lose the case.
Oh, Paimon sees it too, but why are all these cute things labeled with... Huh? You mean the girls from the cereal and then
Oh shit.
they were turned into what? And all the boxes of things. These names.
Okay. Next clue. Hopefully over here.
Whoa! There's so much synth here! And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial sea. Mixing in progress. Ready to drink? Stock sample? Huh. They've also got all the synth pretty clearly labeled. Whoa! There's even fruit-flavored synth? Yep,
Yeah.
it's super obvious.
Alright, so we got that. Alright, I am going to return in 1 second, everybody. I just gotta pee.
What's this over
Yeah,
here?
I've returned, everyone.
Looks like some kind of place for research. Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research conclusions on the primordial sea and use his theory as a foundation to achieve a breakthrough. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Female specimen.
Yeah, there we go. We got documentation.
Sorry, traveler. Paimon will try her best. It's just, how can someone write something that
Oh,
terrible
I should
in
let him
such a
talk all the way
matter-of-fact
secret.
tone? You read the rest. Paimon's
Yeah, that
too
shit
scared
was
to
like
keep
super
going.
official. Like, this is an experiment ground.
So that's why he did all of these experiments.
It's Vache.
Wait, did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over?
Who is Vache,
That's
though?
just insane! Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
We haven't seen anything of his existence.
You mean Vache
We
is
went
the
through
one who did
files
all
trying to
these
look for Vache, and the investigation came up dry.
experiments? So that's it.
So he was trying to get
Vache
that
was
girl
no
back I had
victim,
the
but personally
weird
took
altercation
his
with when I
lover
passed
and-
out from drinking this water.
No, that's not it either. If that's the case, why would he want people to resurface from the water?
One second, guys. I'm sorry.
In any case, Paimon will write it all down.
Yeah, of course you should write it all down. What do you mean? Sorry, I was making a joke to one of my friends and messages. Oh, what are they getting stuck on?
Let's see what's written here.
It's pumped today, guys. I really like this new coworker I've been working with, and got her number today, so
Callus,
feeling good.
Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an
Got me more excited too, because she seemed like pumped I asked for a number. So that got me
It's
even
about
more
finding
like
someone
excited.
to assassinate Jacques and Callus because of a lack of confidence that Jacques himself would go through with it. This should prove the existence of the third person, right?
Does. Ish.
We still have not determined the exact content of the key information Callus has passed on to certain members of his organization. The old dog's a real menace to deal with. Even if he abides by the promise he's made to us, he will still have the upper hand. He can act whenever he wants to make our lives miserable. The only option left is to remove him from... I concur. Let's send someone to kill him. He won't declare war as long as we don't touch Navia. Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups.
Yeah, they did.
They're all just so evil.
Exam pool, there we go.
Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water. That means this is where they make all the synth. And that special water is the main ingredient. If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth. But the pure stuff can dissolve a human. Paimon will take notes on this incriminating evidence. We've looked at almost everything here, and it seems like our theories were spot on. Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't found anything that reveals his true identity.
Vache is a fucking fake name.
No wonder even Nervalette wasn't able to find anything. Whoever it is, that way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit. Sure thing. Paimon.
There's gotta be something else. Oh, okay. I don't have to look at the same shit again. I just wanted to make sure. Alright, can't go over there. Okay, it was just the bottles. Oh, can't go up there. Oh, I didn't hit
You
that?
take that side and Paimon will take this side. Check it.
These are all the victims shit.
Ugh. Nothing at all. And Paimon can't even find snacks either.
I'm gonna put it on auto, guys.
Whoa, really? Let Paimon see. Vinier. Isn't that Vache's lover's name? Then you found her diary. Let's see. Aw. It's just a normal diary chronicling their love story. She was so many. A whole page's worth. But they're all crossed out. Was she unhappy with all of them? The final name she decided on was Marcel.
It is I fucking knew
Wait,
it.
but Marcel's pretty old. Has this case been going on for so long that he's Vache and Vinier's grown?
I fucking guessed it right, chat. I guessed it
Still hasn't
fucking
figured it
right.
out yet?
I can't believe I guessed the fucking culprit right. I guessed it fucking right, everybody. I'm pumped about that. Like, I don't know, out of all I actually, like, they didn't give you much to go off of. Everyone was pretty sincere and nice, and this is her family member, her uncle, we're talking about, and I don't know, I was looking at all three options. They let me choose one, and he had the finances,
Is it a man
the only
named
one
Vache?
affordable to be able to get his own fleet of these mechanical things that only the Fontaine security is supposed to be
So you
allowed to
do
have.
know that name.
So that's why I picked it.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've...
I was waiting for you to say that.
Navia! We're back!
As expected of my partner. I just knew you'd return in the nick of time.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of this court?
It's all right, Monsieur Nervalette. Given their confidence, I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
We're going straight to it, everybody.
But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've always been Vache.
Huh?
We've investigated your lair and we already know everything! After your lover, Vinier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you! You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your past as Vache!
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established.
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong?
Unless, no matter
You
what, if I
fixated
pick
your
someone,
gaze on
they
the
say
lover
it
that
like
passed
this.
away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you.
I hope it's that I was picked
So,
right.
you
It
never
might be
noticed
that,
how we
actually.
changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this? Pay attention to you. What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me. They said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vignier's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever. You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice, your beloved drama, while turning a blind eye to the suffering of the people. Vignier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, I will follow. But I'm not from this blasted place, so I can't be dissolved, no matter what I do.
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Do you all see? I can't go! I can't follow! So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her back? I did all of that, and in the end, that accursed Callus still got the better of me. I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very end.
God damn.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him.
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me! I still need to save Vignier. Vignier! Please, Vignier! Don't think badly of me. All I want to do is fulfill our promise.
Tell him what she told you.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any basis.
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances case. The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vacher and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vignier. During an underwater expedition, Vignier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of Vacher as a result. Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vignier back to life. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria.
That's what I was talking about.
And began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rosula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene. And just recently, Vacher attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all.
I better tell him what she
The
said to me.
Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vacher.
Well, we all know what it's gonna say.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vacher is guilty.
Guards! Take Vacher away.
Good. It's what he deserves.
With that, the serial disappearances case is over now.
We really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
Because at least love is what drove him. Still wasn't right, and that's still fucked, but... You know what I mean? At least it wasn't just some serial killer. At least it was... You know, something good out of the fucked up shit.
Huh? Are you okay?
Hopefully they research this water and try to figure it out.
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now, knowing justice has been served.
Yeah. Yeah. It's finally over. It's all thanks to you guys. And my partner. See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well with me at the helm.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big ol' happy ending. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business to attend to. So, if you'll excuse...
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
Ugh, what now? None of this has anything to do with me.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to exit stage left?
Please respect the laws of Fontaine. This has always been the rule.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection to the serial disappearances case. The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent of the charges. We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal to render the final verdict on the charges. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Tartaglia is guilty.
What?
Hey!
That feeling.
That's not funny! Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent? What's with this verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Huh? This has never happened before. The Oratrice actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger? Do you think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on general principle?
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this case, right?
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal is, by law, the final verdict of the court. We must accept the guilty verdict. Guards, please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
That's crazy. I had a feeling when he said they had to do that. I'm like, I really thought I was going to say not guilty. I'm like, but no, that's definitely what's going to stir more shit up. It's
So
not
this is
from
how
you.
justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
He wasn't going down without a fight.
Activating his spell legacy!
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
That's crazy. I thought the archon was gonna do something. She didn't even have to. He did.
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the Oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court. All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
Why are you looking at me? I had nothing to do with it! I don't know what happened there either! Hey, stop!
What does Lady Verena mean by that?
She says she has no idea either, but that's impossible. Didn't she create the Oratrice herself?
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results like this really be called justice?
My dearest citizens,
This is how the Fatui is trying
did
to
you
fuck with
really
him.
think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court? Did you really believe that the judgment could be mistaken or be the result of some sort of random mishap? Don't tell me you thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
However, given the state of things, I shall give you an explanation. Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of an elaborate performance, with every action meant to stir up drama and excitement. And, of course, for every performance there is a script. Everything has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning. As the embodiment of the very concept of justice, the Oratrice shall never render an arbitrary judgment! If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence. Everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and completely unforgivable! All shall be revealed in time. You will come to understand my noble intentions, as well as
Way to
the
save her ass.
absolute correctness of the Oratrice's verdict. Now, having said that,
Unfortunately, it has something to do with those two. Because they got off scot-free, even though they said they were going to the court.
for this performance to end. As the lead actress, I shall be the first to take my leave. Toodaloo!
That's the funny part when you think about it. If you saw my stream, the last trial, the first one that
So she
started
chose to
was
make her escape
two
after all, did she?
Fatui members that actually were wrongfully trialed. The magician that you saw for a brief moment during them
So you're
explaining
saying we shouldn't put much stock
her
into what
lines.
she just said?
I'm thinking because the reason he was shown he
She
wasn't
probably
there
just put
during
on
the
that
abduction
performance
was
to save
because he was
face.
trying to get into the court,
As for the
saying they're
truth,
trying to help the
it's
nation.
unlikely that she actually has any idea. However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear his name.
Alright. Even though we feel pretty bad, after all, he's done plenty of bad stuff.
Yeah, he was pretty bad in leeway. I want to finish this, guys, but I'm getting tired. I think I might go out here and talk to probably she's called the boss, or I can't remember her other name. It sounds
Hey,
French.
what are you doing? Quick, stop him! Traveler, hey! Traveler!
Marcel! What are you doing over here?
I'm gonna tell him.
Stop resisting arrest! Cease, or we'll add another charge to the list!
No, wait! I just want to ask the Traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Go on.
Thank you. Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name Vacher? I erased all records of that name. So, unless...
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already been convicted.
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? But how could that... The Fountain of Lucine? Then she's been so close to me all along. And I just never... Please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the Traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time. This is the last request I'll ever make in my life. You can do it...
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile? Do you think serial killers get to make requests like that?
Paimon agrees. Why should we give him what he wants when he's only done a ton of super terrible things?
This request, is it worth as much to you as your life?
Of course!
Yeah.
Wait, no. It's worth even more than my life.
Humans. Will they betray the instinct to live just to satisfy spiritual needs? Very well. I will grant your request.
Why do you say it like that? Is he not
Your
from
Honor,
this world either?
I fear that...
I will go with him. You do not need to worry about any escape.
In that case, I shall leave him in your most capable hands, Chief Justice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Alright guys, I'm not gonna lie, I still have a lot of shit to figure out with Child and shit, but after we do this with Vacher, I might get off for the night so I can get some sleep. But I am not working tomorrow, so I will be giving you a stream tomorrow. We are gonna finish this Archon. We're gonna get it done. This Archon's gonna be done. So, and maybe I'll do some exploring tomorrow. I might give you guys something else too. I might try going on some Fortnite or something, we'll see. But we definitely want to finish this. Unfortunately, it is boost week at Domino's, which means all online orders are 50% off, and it was kind of crazy today.
Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Yeah, and even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing. Didn't you just drink a...
Vacher!
Ah!
Yes, that's it! So you heard it too!
Vignier, it's me! It's me, Vacher!
Vacher? Vacher!
I'm here! I'm here! Where are you, Vignier? I'm coming for you. I'm finally here for you.
Hey, wait! Be careful! Hey, wait!
Vignier, is that you? It's me, Vacher! Vignier!
Vacher? Why did you come? Didn't I say? You don't need to look for me. You look a lot older than I remember. How long has it been?
It's been more than 20 years. I've suffered for over 20 years since the day you left. All this time, only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. Nothing else mattered to me. I must be dreaming. Who would have thought I'd get the chance to tell you all of my feelings like this? Vignier, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
But Vacher, if you ask me, this world would be better off without you.
What are you saying?
If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one day. If not for you, I would have continued to pursue my love of the arts
and my works would have been displayed in the Palais Mermonia itself. If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. And she would not have grown old and died alone, with nothing but the tears on her cheeks. It's all because of your selfishness, Vache. It's all because of you.
You... Wait, you are not Vignier. Who are you?
You're right. I am not Vignier. I am the sacrifices. Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our consciousnesses flowed back to the primordial sea. Our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea, and we were no longer individuals, but we became one, just as streams of water come together in the sea.
Shit.
I'm Cressy. I'm Lemony. I'm Azine. The only one I am not is Vignier.
Why? But then, where is Vignier?
She doesn't want to see you anymore. Every tendril of her consciousness is avoiding you. This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us of our lives and our futures. You said time and time again that you'd do any and everything for her. But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did? If she would despise you for what you became?
Jesus.
You are a liar, a heartless murderer, and a cowardly narcissist. The only thing you are not is Vignier's beloved. From the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vignier's, she has had nothing but pure hatred for you.
No! Vignier! She can't hate me. Let me see her, please. Have mercy.
You still don't understand. When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vignier. She really doesn't want to see you anymore.
Shit.
But on top of that, she also said that because it's her final drop of pity for you. She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you.
Vache.
Vache? Vache. 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 Drown.
Oh shit. I mean, that was pretty fucking cool, guys. Not gonna lie, that was a nice twist to that. But yeah, so we're gonna finish the last bit of whatever dialogue is coming next, and then we're gonna get back to you tomorrow. Sorry for such a small stream tonight, but that's usually why I don't come back on. But I told you guys I'd come on, so.
Finally, we have some time to do shopping. Gosh, it's really been a long time since we've been able to relax.
Ah, well met, partner. I knew something great was going to happen when I woke up in such a good mood today.
Even this weather can't put a damper on the demoiselle's mood.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Demoiselles.
Oh, hey, Navia! It's been a few days. Paimon's already started to miss you.
Oh, now that I believe. I'm easy to work with and always bring home the bacon. Who wouldn't treasure having a partner like me?
Sounds like you're really enjoying life these days, Navia. What have you been busy with since the trial?
It's just been one thing after the other. I've been making non-stop trips between Poisson and the courts in Sen. Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my father. We never held a memorial when he first died, since everyone knew that even if we held one back then, no one was going to come. This time, though, everyone in Poisson, and even many people from the court, all attended.
So his name's definitely finally been cleared now. That's what we like to hear.
It's been the dearest wish of Demoiselle all along.
That blasted stubborn fool. I was right to put my faith in him. I'm so glad I didn't give up on the case all those years ago. Oh, by the way, I ran into Charlotte just after I left the memorial service. Well, maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew she would be there, and there was no way she'd just let me go.
Huh? So you know Charlotte too? The Charlotte? Journalist from the Steambird?
Oh,
Yeah,
her.
way back when I first became the president of the Spina di Rosula, she was all over me. Wouldn't take no for an answer. I believe the story was called The True Heart of Darkness, Secret Tales of the Yellow Rose. To be fair, though, it was a really flattering feature. So, we've been on pretty good terms ever since. She was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on the serial disappearances case.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she told us about that. She's always been super interested in that case, so now her wish has finally come true too.
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house with the critical evidence, that you both sound really cool.
Wow.
Now that's another thing to look forward to. We trust Charlotte's skills with a pen for sure.
Oh, and in other news, I also took Clarand out for a meal.
Oh, are you two on better terms now?
While you were investigating Vache's headquarters, Clarand gave testimony on my father's behalf. It was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide. I wanted to thank her. I mean, there's also no point in being awkward all the time, so we took the chance to reconcile with each other.
I liked how she gave that testament.
Paimon also thought Clarand wasn't actually a bad person. It's always good to have more friends.
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will slowly begin to fade from the public consciousness. Oh, actually, there's still one last thing I need to do.
What is it?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave and tell him the truth of what happened, as well as how it all ended. And on top of that, just how much people still look up to him to this day. That includes me, too.
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
We want to go too! We also think Callus is a really admirable person.
Sure thing. I'd like you two to share the moment with me. After all, without you, there might not have been such a positive ending.
And in that case, everyone, let's be off. Considering the recent weather, we'll be lucky if we can reach Poisson before dark.
Yeah, you're right. It's been raining non-stop for a few days now.
I was gonna teleport me. Please don't. Please don't. I think it definitely is. Fuck.
This is where my father's grave is.
I mean, this is a very sentimental part. I'm sorry, guys.
To be
I'm just
perfectly
tired.
honest, even I haven't been back here for a long time.
Huh? There's someone there already. Wait. That figure. It can't be.
The girl.
Isn't that Nervalette? Why would the Chief Justice be here? Huh?
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my respects.
Don't say that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I was trying to say there's no need for you to apologize. I wanted to show my father how much I've grown. But still, I doubt I've grown to the point that even the Chief Justice would feel compelled to apologize to me over and over.
In that case, I will stop apologizing for now.
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions, Monsieur Nervalette. In any case, why did you come to Poisson?
Well, ever since that day, I've been turning a question over and over in my head. Just what is justice anyway? There was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important to humans than life itself. Oh, rather than that, it's probably more truthful to say I didn't believe humans were capable of resisting the most basic instinct of living things. That they could rebel against their own nature, or consider certain things to be more important than their own lives. Which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful duel. I believed that a truly innocent man would never throw away his life like that. That there was nothing, should have been nothing more important than one's own continued survival. But Mr. Callus proved me utterly and decisively wrong.
Damn, he reminds me of
If not
Zhongli.
for his sacrifice,
The
serial disappearances case would have remained unsolved to this day. Mr. Callus made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, and for many people completely unrelated to him. And in the end, from a certain perspective, one could say that he did it all for the sake of justice. A justice that's higher than life itself. So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callus in person. I should have noticed all of this much sooner. This regret has filled me with that high and mighty chair in the opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before. So, you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh? That reminds me of Silver, one of my guys.
Sorry about that. Self-expression is not one of my strong suits.
Didn't
There
I
are
just
people-
say you don't need to apologize?
Are people like that?
Ah, so Navia and Neuvillette seem to have made their peace as well. Let's not disturb them for now. We can wait till after. Paimon's never paid respects at someone's grave before. Did Paimon do anything rude there? Huh? Oh, Paimon didn't know that was a thing. But Paimon doesn't know what she would do if she can't fly. Oh no. Paimon hopes Miss Navia won't be too mad. Anyway, Neuvillette is still standing around there. It's not often that we can catch him alone like this, so why don't we go talk to him for a bit? If we can't talk to Lady Farina, we can at least talk to him, right?
Alright. Am I able to walk up to him? Beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I love this guy's vibe. He reminds me of Zhongli with the things he says and shit. He says some real ass shit that's really good. So I am gonna leave it at this because I do want to get off and get some sleep. But I will catch you guys on the next one. We will be finishing the Archon tomorrow. I hope you all have a good night. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow and like, subscribe. I hate saying that, just like everybody else, but I mean, that's what you gotta do. If you support me, show the support. Even if you don't subscribe, man. Following and liking is more than enough. But y'all have a great night.